when that started, which was a horrible thing when it started, especially for the gay community because they kept getting persecuted when it was.
Oh my God, the dirt.
Alright,
Yeah,
there
you
we
promised you
go.
wouldn't do this with the water bottles to me anymore. Didn't you promise?
I did. I need to clean.
I had this so clean, but it's all right.
Sorry.
Here, don't let it drip.
No, I get it.
Here, just put your.
Mom.
Yeah, it's all right. Just put your, okay? Is that what you do? Okay, don't hurt her. Okay. No, don't get it on your blanket. Put it in, I'll throw it out.
Sorry, I wanted to get last week.
Oh, wait, I know one.
Now you're gonna have to wash your hands before you get back on your computer. Did you promise?
Duty chat.
Is that gonna come out cold now? Because it's hot in here.
Yeah, so we're
Right,
doing
now
something I
put
never
it down
thought
here.
I'd
I'll
do.
put it on your bed and I'll throw it out.
The air conditioner, you got some shop.
What the hell's going on JP's end?
Here. Now put it down nice. Make it nice.
I have ice cream.
Wait, who's gonna put her? Well, don't let her cry. Are you gonna pick her up?
I'm gonna hate it, but I will.
Like her new bed?
Yes.
Will she bite you? There you go. Okay.
Stomach's like really like feel like swollen or something.
It'll be James.
Hello there. So very nice to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Rowan. Everyone just calls me the Pokemon Professor. Before I go any further, is this your first adventure?
Alright, just let it lay down.
You need advice, I'm certainly capable of giving it.
Can you just feel more comfortable? Or at least spread out the pink thing?
Yeah.
So if she pees, it'll go on that, not your floor.
Just to make it look like it's natural, let me do something real quick.
Oh man, now spread that out on the floor so he wants to get out me. He's not afraid, okay. You're fucking me.
Never mind, I can't make it look
You're
natural.
fine.
This is so weird.
There, nice and comfy at the bed underneath. Lay down, baby. people like it.
She'll like it.
I don't think JP knows we can hear all this.
He's like a stubborn
Oh,
old.
you need a new fly. Chainsaw.
No, I don't think he does.
Yeah, I don't think he does. JP, we can hear you.
I don't even. What?
Oh, Perky, check if stream's not lagging like last time.
It already is. I've clicked live a few times, get caught up like 3 times now.
No, it's like, is it like frame dipping like with Ragebound? Like, it just look like everything's jumping around everywhere.
No.
No,
You might be having a bit of trouble catching up with your inputs, but other than that,
no info needed. This one is wildly inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. Yeah, I have a Pokeball. Touch the button on the middle of the Pokeball, if you please. No, not that button. The button on the Pokeball. Alright, the mouse. I mean, my totally legit stylus. Okay, it's not buffering, thank God. The humans live alongside Pokemon as friends. At times we play together, and at other times we work together. Some people use their Pokemon to battle and develop closer bonds with them. I conduct research so that we may learn about Pokemon. After all, this little Lopunny should know. That's my daughter. Oh, God. Now, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Oh.
No, Ma, I love you too.
Hey, man.
we heard all that, by the way.
I'm back.
We heard all that, by the way.
Hello? I know you heard all that. And I'm like, fuck, I didn't mute my mic.
Also, I made a Lopunny joke
Yeah, I need to
where
clean this room some
I also
again.
made a Lopunny joke where the Lopunny spawned out of Professor's ball, and I'm just saying, oh yeah, that's my daughter. Her mama's, yeah.
Wait, we were live that whole time?
Yep.
Yes.
Damn it, she.
Alright, Sarah, boy. Don't assume my gender, you.
Do me a favor and cut that out the VOD, please.
I don't even know if I'm gonna edit this one. I think we just might leave it as is.
Yeah, I didn't give him a random ROM, I gave him the standard platinum. This is my ROM of platinum he's using.
This feels so weird because and also chat, don't think
Doesn't it?
I do have my own copy, so don't worry. If you want proof,
I have my own
will-
copy too, I just don't know where the fuck it went.
If you want my copy, then I'll gladly show it to you. Okay, so you're shit.
I figure I say sell it. You know how much platinum's worth? It's like $500 bucks. Fine name that is.
Now,
Damn it,
this
Karen,
boy
you
here,
shoulda got
I
that
believe he's a
abortion.
friend. Oh, dude, I'm paranoid. Ever since Ragebound, I've been checking to see how the game's gonna run, and I keep worried it's gonna lag. What might he be?
By the way, he's supposed to sound like a gruff old man. He's kind of an asshole.
Hmm.
They made him less of an asshole in Platinum. I love when they fixed it in Platinum so you're not stealing his Pokemon, you just needed them. Or borrow them.
Yeah.
Trying to be rival Seuss.
What?
You need to rival Sus.
Seuss. Very own tale of grand adventures about to unfold. On the journey, you will meet countless Pokemon people. I'm sure along the way you'll discover many things. Perhaps even something about yourself. You mean how I discover that I'm secretly a girl in a guy's body? I'm gonna make a ton of transsexual jokes.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just in the
What
mood.
gender did you pick?
I picked the boy.
By the way, if you're gonna masturbate anywhere in this region, I recommend. No, wait, I wasn't done talking.
I recommend doing a lot bunny. After all, my wife is a lot bunny, and that's how I gave birth to my kid.
What the fuck? Okay then. Jesus Christ! I hope you don't find a Baneri.
Pokemon are by our side always. I understand the meaning of those words. That was a comment left by Professor Rowan, who had returned to Sinnoh from the Kanto region.
They never tell you how close Sinnoh is to Kanto. Like we know where
Dude, it's been
we know where
so
Sinnoh and
long.
Johto are.
Dude, it's been so long since I played this. Oh, this is so weird. That concludes our special program. That's Professor
Sinnoh and
Rowan.
Johto are two of the few regions where we have like canonic like globe placement for. Because of the Arceus event in Orez. I mean Heart Gold Soul Silver.
Do tell. Brought to you by the Juma Live TV on Nationwide Net. See you next week. Same time, same channel.
Jubilab TV. We don't like airing any footage of them black trainers because
Oh, there you are.
yeah, they're not fit for air.
Hey, Sheena, did you just see the TV? Sure you did. Professor Roman's that really important guy who studies Pokemon, right? That means he must have lots and lots of Pokemon. So if we ask him, I bet he'd give us some Pokemon. You said Pokemon in 3 separate sentences in a row. Oh, hey, is this new PC? Where was I?
Yeah, I gotta fucking hang on.
Oh, right.
Setting up. What year does this come out? 2009.
Okay, this guy's ADHD coded 100%. I'm waiting outside. Okay, Sheeny, if you're late,
Oh yeah, everyone always makes the joke that he has ADHD.
If you're late, I'm finding you 10 million.
It would have a GeForce. It would have a GeForce 295 in it, which is an old ass GPU from 2009.
Woo!
Does it have the new NVIDIA 295 in it? Awesome.
Sheeny, Susie's already late.
They give your mom such an 80s look in this game, and I'll never understand why.
I like the look. I don't know what it was about, but he sure was in a hurry.
By the way, honey, before you leave, I should probably tell you about the comb bees and the
Oh, yes, Shinny.
forget what
Look
it
under
is.
the tall grass. All Pokemon might attack you. Be okay if you had your own Pokemon, but you don't, so... Well, take care, sweetie.
You know, my question is, how does anyone go anywhere in this region without their own Pokemon? That's why I tend to give everybody in the campaign their own Pokemon. You can't really go anywhere without one.
Hey, Shinny, Susie's looking for you. I think he's home now. Why don't you go check it out? Where the hell is that bastard? Oh, he's over here. Oh, what was that about?
God, I hate his theme.
Oh, hey, Shinny. Hey, I'm going to see Professor Rowan. You should come too, and quickly. Oh, jeez, I forgot something.
David, I forgot my condoms.
You're never going to remain forever a virgin. Why you bother even bringing those things? I better take my bag and journal too.
What'd you say?
I would say you would never need them because you're never going to remain forever a virgin, so... Yeah. Oh, hey, Sheeny. I'll wait on the road for a 10 million fine if you're late. Sure, buddy.
I never got that whole fine thing. I feel like it was a mistranslation from the original
I
Japanese.
think it meant to be a joke. Where that he's just to fuck with you. Where are you, Rowan? Okay, this is confusing and hurting
Not
my
in that
eyes.
town. You have to go up north.
This is hurting my eyes. It's 3D, but it's like the very flat 3D that type you see in Mega Man Legends, and it's hurting my eyes.
It's 2.5D, actually.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
hurting
it's
my...
chibi.
Yeah, it's hurting my eyes. Ah! Too slow.
Yeah, the remakes did a lot of fixing to this.
All right, let's get moving to Professor Rowan's lab. Is there a Platinum remake, or was I just talking on my ass that time? What? The Hunter in the
There
Grass?
is a remake of these games. I have it on my Switch.
No worries, no problem.
He's asking for platinum, not diamond and pearl.
Nope, because Pokemon Company hates us.
Doesn't matter that we
They
don't
also
have
don't do third version remakes.
Which I'll never understand why, but anyway.
It doesn't matter that we don't have any problem. In Pokemon, trust me on this one. I got an idea. Now listen, you know how
If they're ever going to do a collection, they should just put Emerald, Platinum, and BW2 on one collection.
Also, I remember I sent a video on how they can easily do a Nintendo DS emulator thing. Literally, all they could do is just, it's much cheaper than the second screen. All they gotta do is just flip the switch to the side.
Well, I know the reason they did like two SD ports or USB-C ports on the Switch too, so you can charge it like from the top, like every other Nintendo handheld has had for God knows how many years.
Now we have 2 ports. Now listen, you know how well Pokemon jump out when you go into tall grass. So, what you do is
Actually, I'm lying. The original Game Boy and Color had it on the side.
So what you do is you scoot over to the next patch of grass before any wild Pokemon can appear. If we just keep dashing, we can get to the Sand Gem Town without running into the Pokemon. Okay, stick with me. Here goes. On your marks.
God, I love how fucking stupid he is.
Hold it.
Hold it!
Rowan, you old bastard.
I knew my retard alarm was going off.
You two don't seem to have any Pokemon between
Can I
you
be
two.
Rowan,
man.
please?
What is the mania going into tall? It's my run. I do what I want.
Fine.
What is the mania going in a tall grass then? Hey, Sheeny, this old guy. Professor Rowan, isn't it? What's he doing here? Thought he was busy fucking Lopunnies or something. That is a baseless rumor. I have never done that in my life. Oh, well, what? No. They try to go to
Listen, the townsfolk like to fucking tell rumors
Pokemon.
about me from your fucking hick-ass town.
Yeah, just because my daughter just happens to be
Oh,
alive.
guess what region of Japan Sinnoh takes place in, by the way?
Hokkaido.
Yes.
What
One of the
to
coolest
do?
parts of Japan. So it's essentially Japanese Canada.
You know what's fucked up? There's been a strange trend in anime where there's been like a surge of anime or romantic comedies where it's like, oh man, girls in the country are the best, and I'm like, the fuck?
I mean, there's been a surge of like Hokkaido stuff recently. There was one fishing show I watched that took place in Hokkaido, and then fucking all of Golden Kamuy takes place in Hokkaido.
Their world will surely change. They are to meet Pokemon. You right for me to put them on that path? Dude, Rowan, I am not interested in what your Lopunny is trying to do. I see it clearly trying to mate with me. Can you not?
Listen, it only wants to make some friends.
Why is it dry humping my hip?
It's in heat. It's that time of year.
Why is it bleeding on me?
Don't ask questions, boy. Now, do you want a Pokemon or not?
Why is it sticky now?
Ew, dude, no.
Are you just trying to milk the joke?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to.
Yeah, I think he's milked it into the ground at this point.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get this man as uncomfortable as I can make him. So,
You two love Pokemon, do you? I mean, I don't love this Lopunny that's currently hopping my leg.
whoa, hold up! You're not making any sense here. I didn't quite catch that, so I'll ask you again. Do you truly love Yes, I do. Me too. I love Pokemon too. Ask you once again, you two. You sure love Pokemon, do you? But you can't ask 100 times. The answer will never change. We'll answer 100 times. We'll love Pokemon.
Sheeny the Rival's just you coded, and I love it.
No, that's only when I'm on your stream.
Only when I'm on your stream. On my stream, I get to be an asshole.
On my stream, you get to be a dick. On your stream, I get to be that cat that annoys you constantly.
I need to make sure my headphones are charging.
Ah,
Are they charging?
pair of reckless kids who fools try to install grass without Pokemon of their own. That's what people like that would do without Pokemon.
Just like me when I was retarded. I mean a kid.
I totally don't have autism. You're autistic. I'm not
Totally.
autistic. You're autistic.
They pay me to count Pidgeys all day. It's a career.
Yeah, people look at me weirdly and call me a
That is my
disgrace.
favorite gag from Pokemon Rusty.
I don't know why, but people tend to look at me and call me a disgrace and an abomination because of my autism, but okay. That's
As long as I count Pidgeys, the government will pay me.
that's
2 Pidgeys. God, I love that gag from Pokemon Rusty. Have you seen that?
No. Well then, forget about
So
me and get
funny.
Pokemon my friend.
Compared to
here.
Pokemon Red.
Robeer, you mean? I mean, it was me trying to go into the tall grass and all. How big of you? Hey, well then, I don't trust you to a Pokemon. I apologize for putting you through that exercise. However, you most promising that you never recklessly endanger yourselves again. Now then, where? Oh, Dawn, that one character that's the only character I gave a shit about in Pokemon.
So they finally, in this one, they finally give Lauren why Dawn's helping the professor. Apparently, her dad works for her now, for him or whatever. So essentially, her dad's just bringing his daughter to work day all the time.
Oh, Professor Rowan, what's a briefcase at the lake? Oh, something wrong here? Ah, there it is. No, nice work. He's just slowly going senile.
Dawn's just like free labor for him.
What I was about to do was injust these two with their own Pokemon. Pardon?
I think
Pokemon I had to
canonically,
replace.
she's the youngest of the older professors, right?
No clue.
Are you sure about giving them
I
away?
think he is.
Hmm.
Pretty sure Oak's the oldest.
Being just side by side with Pokemon. Here comes a time when people should meet Pokemon. There's a world that should be explored together. For them, today is that time. This place right here. Go on, open the briefcase and choose Pokemon.
You know what's weird with Elm? The anime makes Elm look younger than he actually is, and it makes no sense to me.
Really, Professor Rowan? I can't believe it. I'm so happy now that I can't keep a straight face. Maybe because I smacked my face against my door so many times because I'm ADHD.
Good old brain damage. You know, he literally just disses his mom about saying bye.
Yeah, he always slams himself into
He's
the
a
door
dumb. He's
over
like
and
the
over.
first rival that I never liked.
I like this man. Sheen, you can choose first. Yeah, I'm practically a grown-up. I have to show some class here. Sure.
Shut the fuck up, Barry. That's his actual name, by the way. Canonically.
Oh, these are Pokeballs. There's a Pokemon on each one. Now choose, which Pokemon will it be?
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're nuzlocking, do not pick Chimchar unless you want to spend a fuckload of time grinding him on Inferno.
I think one of my first ones was a Piplup.
You can get plenty of counters for Rourke, you dumbass.
You can, but that's if he's lucky enough.
I think I picked Piplup. What did I pick last time? I remember picking Chimchar. Then I had to restart my save and then pick.
I mean, you can pick who you want.
Piplup.
You want to do this the old-fashioned way, roll a number between 1 and 3. That's how I usually do it.
That's easy. I'm picking the Turtwig. Very well. Both of you have chosen a good Pokemon, it seems. Now listen well. Pokemon you haven't been entrusted with are unfamiliar with the world. In that regard, they're much like you. As fellow newcomers to the world, I hope you'll do well together. If you have any trouble, come see me at my lab in the Sand Gym Town. And now we'll be on our way.
Canonically, they always hatch from eggs.
Somehow.
I'm gonna be right back.
Professor, wait for me, please. Oh, I'm so sorry. Listen to me pass.
His old ass is always running off.
Well, how do you like that? Professor Rowan's really nice. On TV, he seems so stern and scary.
Oh, they toned him. Dude, they fucking toned his ass down in this version. He was an asshole in the original.
Sheeny, we got both Pokemon. We got Pokemon now. Well, one thing to do, right? You up for this? Yeah, sure. Oh, I just wanted to say this. Time has finally come. Sheeny, I challenge you to a battle. Bro. What did I
Oh,
do?
by the way, I should probably mention this. Nuzlocke rules don't count until you get Pokeballs.
So I can do what I want. Got it.
That's how it works. That's how I always do it anyway. If you're going by my rules, right?
No, I don't know if I feel like it.
If you're going by my rules, the Nuzlocke rules don't count until you get Pokeballs. Once you have them, stuff can die, so be careful.
What in the? That one hurt. You. The foe's Turtwig's attack fell.
I never noticed that. It doesn't give you bag, run, or Pokemon options in this first fight in Platinum. Interesting. Oh, Turtwig's fucking annoying rival battle against. It could just constantly fucking withdraws.
Hey, Pitfall.
For once, I'm not the one nuzlocking. I'm making she do it.
I
to
promise to
see
do
how this
one
goes.
at this point.
Here we go. Guys,
You don't.
you see my message?
What message?
Chat.
I have a tip for you.
So
to
I
help
have,
you
Well,
with.
let's go. Time to see if this goes as bad as mine do. So
All
far,
right,
it's going
Mr.
well.
I mean, we can keep
So,
going. We're in our
there's-
stride. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
there is actually a feature in this game that not many people actually know about.
Do
Say
tell.
hypothetically, you were to use your Nintendo PC app to load a Game Boy Advance cartridge, legitimate cartridge, of course.
Oh,
into
yeah,
the
I know about
second
that
slot.
feature.
Yeah, you can get special encounters, such as I believe a Makuhita early in the game.
Yeah, they don't tell you about that. They only tell you about if you used to buy the guidebooks from whatchamacallit, GameStop or whatever.
Yeah, I remember there being a name for this, but I can't.
Yeah, it was cartridge swapping.
Honestly,
They literally only told you about it if you bought the guidebooks from GameStop. Like, there was a lot of Pokemon you just couldn't get unless you had those guidebooks.
so yeah, I would recommend as soon as possible, like once you get Pokeballs, before you get any encounters, you save the game, and then load your whatever one you own on here.
He doesn't have any GBA ones. I gave him my Platinum ROM, so...
I have an official
Oh,
copy.
well,
It's
in
just
that
that
case, let me
I don't feel like dumping my ROM or dumping my card.
Dude, I do too, and I have no... I had a copy of this and Soul Silver. Both went missing, and I have no idea where the fuck they are to this day. And I know I didn't bring them anywhere, so I have no idea where the fuck they would have went to.
I had Ruby, Sapphire, and Leaf Green as a kid, and all of them disappeared in some stupid manner.
Dude, that's what I hated with old cartridges. Like, they're... Especially the S ones. And, like they were so fucking tiny, you would always lose them if you didn't keep them in a good place. Yeah, one game that I keep thinking I lose and always just keeps popping up is fucking Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I swear to God, that game keeps looking at me and being like, "You're gonna finish me one day, and you're gonna fucking like it." I don't care that you're stuck on the fucking Professor Lupin boss. You're gonna fucking finish me. No, Professor
And
Lupin's a
of course-
fucking asshole in that game, dude. You don't understand.
What are you saying? We ended up losing?
Dude.
I got $500. Pay up, bitch.
I beat every version of Prisoner of Azkaban except for that Game Boy version, and it drives me nuts to this day.
Phew. Let's go home. I'm beat after that battle.
I beat the
Pokemon
PC
needs
version.
rest
I
too.
beat the I beat the PC version. I beat the console version. Have not beat the GBA version because it's a JRPG for some reason.
Also, I totally I'm watching here from Discord, but I also have the stream open. I just have it muted so that more retention.
I should really just stream that game at some point and just beat it, just for my own clarity. Because I don't really have a Game Boy to play it on these days, nor a DS to play it on either. So the cartridge kind of just sits there.
Mocking you.
I'm back.
It's like, you will beat me one day.
Don't mind
What
me.
about being
Like-
who?
I've had that save file since I was 11, by the way. It's one of my oldest Game Boy save files.
Alright, check the M's.
Alright.
And you do know how to put a...
Oh, wait, no. Hey, Siri.
A Ruby version?
When did Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban come out?
I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, just... so... Which Nintendo PC DS launcher application are you using?
Guys, I've had that saved since I was
Melon mix.
8. Jesus Christ.
Melon? I have Melon DS.
God.
So.
I really need to finish that fucking save file. I don't have a Game Boy to do it, though. Is there a way to, like, dump GBA save files to a PC?
Probably.
Yeah, but you need a special device for it.
I was gonna say, because I've had that save file since I was 8. And the cartridge just keeps turning up, and I've been meaning to finish it, and I have it. And I need to.
So,
What's the matter,
going
dear?
to File. G.
Hold on.
Also, Hermione's the most broken fucking character in that game, because she gets Incendio Tria, which is insanely
Oh, that's
busted.
what happened to you? You and Sis are lucky to have met Professor Rowan. Imagine if he didn't. I'd like to think that what Pokemon would have done to you, too. Sheenie, go see Professor Rowan and think it properly for your Pokemon.
The reason that game sucks in particular is, you know how a normal JRPG you level up and get abilities and shit?
You don't.
Yeah.
Imagine a JRPG, but it's fucking Skyrim level up mechanics. And in order to level up your attacks, you have to constantly use them. But enemies also have weaknesses, so you can't just spam the same attack to grind it up. Like, it was one of the... There's a reason the Harry Potter JRPG games are fucking AIDS, and there are 2 of them.
So
The first one was...
Yes.
The first one was
you have-
Sorcerer's Stone, and the second was Prisoner of Azkaban.
Once you have the the cartridge that I just sent you through your mail, go to File, and then go to see when it says GBA slot. Click the button directly under it where it says Insert ROM card.
And I'm just let me
See,
just...
I always thought you could use that as a GBA player for this emulator, but apparently you cannot.
No, you just opened with the normal file opener if you wanted to do that. I think. Actually,
So
I
what are
don't
we
even
trying
know-
to get Sheenie as his first encounter? Because it doesn't start till he gets Pokeballs.
Right. But it's just like, I'll be honest, I don't even know what all could show up in each individual route, but it's just better to have like that little boost just than to not have it,
I know this Fire Red, and you're by the power plant, I think. You can get a Charmander. That might just be Pearl, though.
I insert the cart.
You know what's funny?
In what?
What did you say?
I insert the cart.
You did get the file, you did get the file that I sent you, right?
Yes. I'm
Don't
downloading it
crush
right
a
now.
ROM, asshole!
And
Don't
then
worry.
you assuming you're in that one. File, next to GBA slot, there's an
I
insert
know.
ROM card.
I am totally ordering a totally legal version of Pokemon Ruby. Don't worry, I am totally downloading.
Just don't
Yeah.
even
Well,
mention it.
yes, what he's doing is he's picking it up from his mailbox right now.
Yes,
I thought that only worked with the Fire Red and Leaf Green cards. I don't know it worked with Ruby and Sapphire.
Let's see.
It works with all five Gen 3 games.
Really?
Yeah.
So I'm reading my manual, and it said it was only worked with, like, interesting.
Trying to find it.
So are we making bets that he loses to Gardenia?
Probably.
What did he pick?
Inner
Which
douche-ass Rose Raid? Piplup?
Oh, brother,
You wouldn't
that
have
is not
been
the
able
play.
to- if
There are
you'd gone
two.
and checked
You have picked
Like,
Not
Yeah.
for Nuzlocke, but for casual play for Piplup's amazing.
for a Nuzlocke. Torterra is like decently bulky and answers a few things, and then Infernape, which I don't like the guy, but I got to admit that he's quite good and he's quite powerful.
Problem
And
is,
this
Rourke
is
will
also
fucking murder him
Sinnoh.
unless you hyper grind him.
This
Again,
is
I
also,
learned that the
counters.
hard way.
this is
Additionally,
also,
switch training's the thing.
Twice.
This is also Sinnoh, which means there are like no fire types.
Yeah, there's only 2.
This is platinum,
And
not diamond and pearl, though.
Okay,
Yeah, but-
I
Oh yeah, you
inserted-
can
You
actually
get
get a
Magmar.
Magmar.
I put in
Naturally
I
now.
put in the GBA slot Pokemon Ruby version.
Now, does it show
Wasn't the
that
only way
it's
Magmar in wasn't it extremely hard to get a Magmortar or like Devire in the originals because you had to import them via GBA games.
JP, let this man talk.
I get what?
A Magmortar or like Devire because you had to import Magmar or like
JP.
Electabuzz via
does
GBA.
it say when it to go to file?
Sorry.
And then what does it say next to GBA slot?
Pokemon Ruby version.
All right, you did it. Now you can continue.
All right.
Maybe
cool.
reset the game first, just in case. And then
He hasn't saved yet, I don't think.
he did.
He
save.
has. You just
Look,
haven't
I
been
like to
paying
double check
attention.
with Pokemon save files because you know what happened to my last one.
That's because your PC sucks for some reason, dude. Like, your PC's cursed for some
It wasn't my
reason.
PC. I literally went to go edit the thing with Pokehex to make sure we had an HM slave. Thing fucking corrupted my save. So I deleted it.
You must have been playing a corrupted ROM to begin with then, because PK Hex doesn't
Oh.
change any data.
Well, do you know? Want to know the whole cherry on the cake? Cherry on the cake there, or cherry on the ice cream?
Now, does it still say, it's in there in GBA slot?
Yeah, still in there.
Okay.
Guess
good.
what? I could have just checked a mark when I was randomizing a cartridge and just let all Pokemon have all HMs.
You could have.
And I
Uh,
fucking didn't do that. And I feel like such a fucking idiot because I soft blocked that first playthrough.
So...
And that first playthrough went so well.
So what do I do now?
Just play the game normally. Continue.
Did you see the VOD for the second time around where I lost like 3 times? Because for some reason it gave my rival a cloister.
I know it's so funny.
Not 3, dude.
Did you forget
was like
to
It did
What's
set it?
happen when I
odd?
was talking to Sheeny about vaginas at the same time.
Did you
Can we
forget?
not go down that road again?
Did you forget to
Fine.
make it so that the Pokemon that are get replaced on everybody's team and in wild routes are based on the base stats of the Pokemon that normally appear there?
I didn't know that was an option that I could do.
And what Pokemon
Whoops.
game was this?
This was Black and White.
Yeah, that's definitely an option, brother. Did you use the Universal Pokemon Randomizer or a different one?
I was using whatever one I could find, really, because some are a pain in the ass to find.
Universal
I was
Pokemon
using-
Randomizer has
The program, UPR.
yeah, that was definitely an option.
Oh, I forgot to check rival carry starter for game. Oh yeah, I
What?
pretty much ignored these options. What?
You know what's funny? So the funny thing about making every Pokemon able to learn all HMs,
I forgot to check make Pokemon use similar strength or whatever.
yep,
Get
that's the
ready,
one.
because we're capturing a legendary Pokemon. Trust me on this one. It's here. You said so on the sign.
Surprisingly, in this version, you don't see it.
Ah,
You
this
don't see it in any of the versions until later on.
Yeah, you do. Literally, when you come to this part in Diamond and Pearl, you literally see Esper. At least Dawn does.
what's going on?
Are you thinking
I
the
don't
anime
remember
or the
that.
game?
No, literally in Diamond and Pearl, you literally see you hear and see you
Oh
hear
yeah,
Mesprit.
Diamond and Pearl. Yeah.
The flowing time.
Here, you just
They-
meet Cyrus having a fucking existential crisis.
The expanding space. I'll
When
make
does
it
he
all
ever
mine.
have
Give me a
one
reminder
of
that
those?
Cyrus is
Seriously.
28 years old or 27 years old or something.
Cyrus is my name.
And he's having a fucking. Wait, he's younger than I am.
Remember it.
Yes, he's 27 if I recall correctly.
I'm done with this series. Anyway, you were saying? Oh my god! I feel
That
old as
you're-
fuck now.
That you're as old as the
Good.
average Pokemon villain? Yeah.
Wait, are you similar in age to me, Pitfall?
No, he's 21.
Brother,
He is younger
I'm
than me,
21.
dude.
He's like 20.
Oh dear God!
Yes,
I'm the
you're
oldest
in a
person
call-
in this chat.
You're in a call full of Gen Zers, and you're the millennial trying to understand our speak.
Listen, I can power bomb through the lit space with.
was that a Metroid reference?
I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, it's,
Listen, I'm gonna lock into the squad fam with I don't know.
Well, this is entertaining.
I still like that one joke I made
Shut
in
up.
the Discord. I remember that one joke I made in the Discord where I asked what RDMing was, and then you responded with the answer, and I'm like, yeah, you're not beating the old man allegations.
I had to Google that, by the way, because I actually forgot. I'm like,
So that
wait,
means you did
I've heard
know,
this term
you
before,
just
and I'm like-
forgot, but you did know it. Therefore,
And as soon as I
you're old.
Googled it, I'm like, God darn it, I'm old.
I heard that in animation
Yeah.
once where I was watching an animation. The reason I found out about RDMing is because I was watching an animation for it where like it was Marabou Studios. You don't know who they are. And essentially they do animations, and one of them was a Payday animation. And there was a part where the character was just shot the Payday gang for some weird reason, and she's like, "Oh my god, she's RDMing." And then the first comment I see is like,
RDMing.
and he's like, "Oh my god, she's RDMing." And the first comment was like, "There's no way I'm that fucking old. There's no way."
There's no way. I'm old enough to have made friends. Dude, I am. ChatGPT came out. Not ChatGPT. Dude, I fucking met people on fucking.
Omegle.
Not fucking Omegle. I'm not that fucking old. I met people. If you were to say MySpace, I would strangle you for this microphone. I met people on fucking
Wait,
Gmod before VR chat was a thing.
Ah, yes, the terrorist hunt and
I
shit.
feel like VR chat as a whole just made the world worse.
Yes, because
Wait,
yeah,
Omegle is just a fucking site you go on when you want to see another person masturbate. What the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, considering it's you.
No, that's chat roulette. Excuse me. Does chat roulette still exist? I'm gonna have to do some
What the
googling.
fuck is
Hang
chat
on.
roulette?
Wait, you know what chat roulette is?
No.
You are
Um,
dating yourself so hard, dude.
I know. Chat roulette was an app where randomly put you in chats with people, but most of the time people will be jacking off in those chats. It became a meme.
What's that?
Holy shit! It still exists and it has a mobile app now. Oh god.
So,
Chat
funny
roulette
thing,
is safe to use my ass.
A pearl in the chat. A
my
pearl in the
internet
chat.
goes.
A pearl in the chat. JPB old as fuck.
Shut up, all of you, and your millennial fucking asses.
We're not
You brought it
millennials.
on yourself, man.
You did that to yourself.
Gen Z
You,
fucking asses before I get over there and try and teach you what a goddamn VCR
and
is.
you say Gen Zs were
Hey,
dumber
I
than
I
know
do
what
know what
millennials.
that is.
And yet you say Gen Zs are dumber
Before I
than
teach you what a
millennials.
friggin' laser disc is.
And yet you
I
I
say
also
Gen
know what that is, brother.
and yet you said that one time Gen Zs is stupider than the millennials. Look how we
I'm not
outsmarted
even
your
mad.
bitch
I'm
ass.
enjoying this whole conversation.
Look how we outsmarted your bitch ass.
God damn it. Can we continue with the game, please, instead of calling out my 29-year-oldness?
Oh yeah, you're
I
pushing
would
30.
love for
I
us to
forgot.
continue the game because my internet cuts out in 13 minutes.
Wait, what?
Don't talk about my
That's all
fucking
that.
You don't have
blood
it?
test. I feel like an old fucking man from those.
You know, Pokeballs. P-O-K accent E balls.
I forgot they did that. I forgot they just made that a text message.
So in one of the
Or
manga,
Facebook.
when they brought up Pokeballs, Ash thought, or whatever the character was, thought they meant his testicles, and he just pulls down his pants and pulls his nuts up cartoon-wise over his face.
Well, that's probably what was referenced in Pokemon Outlaw.
Because it was like a gag manga writer at the time that wrote that one, and I'm like, really? They're allowed to show that in a 90s manga? Suffice to say, that got censored over here.
No shit.
Speaking of speaking of Pokemon Adventures, I don't know if this came out in the 90s.
It wasn't Adventures,
know
it
that in the
was one of the mangas that only came out in Japan, where Ash had a
I
Clefairy or
think
whatever.
something else.
In Adventures Ruby and Sapphire, I believe I forget which one it is. The guy, either Ruby or Sapphire, I can't remember what he did,
What did he say to go to get
was
Pokeballs?
dating-
Go to Sand Gem.
Oh, okay.
North and to
Nobody
the
gonna-
right.
Nobody gonna make any
Oh, here it
comments.
comes.
What were you
whatsoever.
saying about Pokemon Adventures?
In
guy is
Pokemon
Ruby.
Adventures, Ruby and Sapphire, I believe Ruby was dating Courtney.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
No. It was more so her trying to train him, not like grooming / dating.
So in the remakes for Orez, they had a really nice moment in at the end of the game where you actually go home with the girl and with the female protagonist in the game, and I'm like, that was really nice. That was wholesome. I like that.
Yeah, and then you
I
had a
do
battle
in
with
fact
her.
remember that, and then of course they completely gets overshadowed by, of course, the post game.
Yeah, it was
One
nice. Like, I like when they do character development like that in Pokemon games that we don't really get anymore besides Bidet.
Wait, who?
Oh, you mean Bede
so,
from Galar?
yes, Bede, sorry. So
I was
had
trying
a
to be-
very similar story arc to fucking Bakugo with the whole pants hero, but it was replaced fucking
I was-
all genes with fairy type gym leader instead.
I was just trying to be funny because I know who you were. I knew who you were talking about. I just was like, who? Because who cares about
I've
that
never
guy?
said his damn name right. I don't think ever.
But
Dude,
it didn't
come
even
on.
occur to me that you'd be saying his name wrong.
Dude, Bede was one of the last good rivals we had in a while.
There you are. Please come
I
with
would
me.
like to punch you so hard.
Also,
Dude,
I think
every fucking rival we've had from Gen 6, we had what's her face, which was okay. Gen 7 onwards, we're all clones of Hop. We're all clones of Hal.
I was gonna say.
And
I
it's
would
like,
like to punch you
gosh,
again, sir.
damn it. I fucking hate it.
Either way, you're
No.
not getting away from getting punched.
If I know the rivals better than you do, old man.
Dude, Hop and Hal are goddamn clones of each other. I don't want to hear another word of it.
Oh, Hop and Hal are
Speaking of-
similar,
If you were to
yes.
tell me,
But outside of that, nuh-uh.
okay, if you were to tell me that Hop and Hal weren't fucking twins or something and got fucking brought to two separate regions, I wouldn't believe you. Because they're fucking clones of each other personality-wise. And I hate both of them with a golden passion because they have no personality other than, like, we're happy-go-lucky, herpatur. We might also be fucking,
Completely
we might also
missed
do
be
know-
fucking...
character arc, man. You missed Pop's character arc, man.
I bet no fucking
You never
character arc
listened
to
to fucking
speak of.
depression.
You do realize that genetics has nothing to, well, not nothing, but mostly nothing to do with how you actually turn out as a person, right?
Okay. Hop had no fucking character arc to begin with, other than the fact that
Yes, he
I like
fucking
mouse
did.
eyes. Herp-a-derp-a-derp-a-derp.
Like, the man questions his own identity.
No, he
You can
doesn't.
see in the goddamn post game.
Playing. The only
be
interesting
fair, I don't
fucking
blame him.
character
I
in
don't
those
think
games were
somebody-
Lily and Gladiator, and that's it.
I don't think anybody in their right mind normally.
She's just laughing because she has no idea what we're talking about. And then,
And I called you old man.
all right, I'm gonna shut up now because I'm probably waking people up by screaming.
Dude, you're
but,
showing
you know,
you're showing your age and your Alzheimer's, dude. I recommend that you don't.
This is why I don't play Pokemon with Gen Zers. God damn it. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
I'm one of the
Oh my
Gen Zers
God.
who knows the games better than you.
Yeah, after all, JP, you
I
stop.
gotta go take a piss.
After all,
now.
JP, you stop playing Pokemon after a bit while this man keeps going.
I'm actually gonna put myself on blast here. I think Pokemon was better pre-physical special split.
Trusting you with that Piplup was no mistake, it seems.
Ah, yes, no mistake. Surely this Pokemon won't end up dead later.
In honor of JP.
There's the. I Pokemon it was, but in either this game or Gen 5, there's a Pokemon that was a swear word in another language just as a normal name. And so you couldn't bring it into the GTS.
Frostlass.
Yep, that's the one. Probably.
It was because it would register as the last 3 letters being ass when it wasn't trying to be that to begin with.
I was pretty sure it was some Pokemon that was specifically a swear word in another language. Like, not ours.
If
Hold
it is,
on.
I'm not aware of it then.
This one's just mean.
Did you know that there's a status in Final Fantasy V called Old, where your stats slowly get lower over the course of a fight?
That is Latin for a word. You're gonna have to look it up.
I'm
looking
going to
it
not,
up.
actually.
That is Latin for a word, and it's gonna. So JP's gonna have a little
Oh,
bit
I
of
only
a.
have 6 minutes.
When I first saw you about to step
This is
into the
so
tall
tragic.
grass without Pokemon, we would have streamed earlier, but then JP just barely brought it up. I was astounded by those full-hearted children, but now you've astounded me in an entirely different way. You made me realize just how autistic
My
you
energy
are.
and my mood back. So I'm back on my regular medication that I haven't been on in a year.
Alrighty, there is a bond growing between you and that Pokemon. I feel privileged to have met you.
I'm back to my old Nuzlocke CR self.
I'm sure Piplup
But
feels the
turns
same way
out-
about you.
What?
You could have, if you had Fire Red in a GBA slot, caught a Growlithe in Route 201.
Oh, Christ.
I
So,
don't think he even got an encounter as he was going through, so...
I know, but like, I mean, you can.
that's why I
I
ask
mean,
you
you
to
can't
cherish
now.
that Piplup of yours.
I'm just looking through encounter tables.
Also, I need to...
Wait, did they change like character arcs in the remakes of Sun and Moon? Because I did not play those.
Ultra Sun and Ultra
Those
Moon.
weren't remakes, those were enhanced versions. And somewhat.
Those
And
were
I
the
meant
only
not Owl.
3DS titles for I don't own. Because I saw playthroughs of them and they weren't great.
Does anyone remember Pokemon Stars?
Pokemon what?
Pokemon Stars.
Oh, I remember.
That's that ancient ROM hack that's been taken down off the course of the internet.
It's
I'm gonna
all
show
like
my
3
age, but does
episodes of
anyone
that.
remember
That
the
thing was
Pokemon Plus and
cursed.
Minus rumors that were pre Sun and Moon?
I don't remember that, but I do remember Pokemon Snakewood.
Fucking love Pokemon Snakewood.
Yes, it is one of my favorite ROM hacks. I mean, come on, the Deadly Seven and there's 12 members. That's incredible.
Dude, we need to have Shinny play that at some point. Don't be like, what the fuck?
Dude, I have too many
Dude,
games on my
His
fucking schedule,
reaction
dude.
when he, his reaction if he ever ended up going through the what are they called, the
We wouldn't make you play for the whole thing. We would just want your reaction.
Why? Is it like
Some of it.
SMT
Like
or
the-
hard type or something?
well, not until
Think-
later in the game.
Okay, think SMT meets Pokemon. Think SMT World meets Pokemon.
SMT World? There's no such thing as SMT
I
World.
think that's a little bit. Well, you know, the SMT.
No, I mean,
like,
you know how everyone's dead in every SMT game?
Mostly, yes.
Think
The
that
world
but
of
Pokemon.
SMT.
So that what he's just said is kind of misleading. It's actually not real. I mean, yes, the zombie apocalypse is a major plot point, but the whole point of the hack is that the guy who made it, Cutlerine, just kind of did whatever he felt like, and that's kind of a freeing kind of thing that.
I love when you fight
we
with a
love to see.
child's severed head. Because reasons.
That is a trainer class. Yes, it's Severed Head. The first one I encountered was Severed Head Benji,
What the?
and he had a recolored Jinx, and I got destroyed.
Hey, something
So I
good
got
here.
Benton's European cookies from Aldi's, and they're fucking amazing.
Oh, TM27. This is a technical machine. I can taste the movie.
Yes.
So you know how I've been addicted to soda for the last few years?
Oh yeah, he's pre-diabetic.
Yeah, I can't have soda anymore, and I'm sad about
Right
it.
there.
Yes, you can. You just need to have diet soda.
I'm drowning my... Ew!
That-
Diet soda tastes like shit.
That or drink
Go
Sprite.
fuck
Um,
Well,
yourself.
there's also There's also the sugar-free soda that I can't remember the brand of, but we have it at my house, and it's pretty good.
I'm drowning my depression in fucking Nutella cookies, which are probably just as
That's
bad.
gonna lead you to diabetes much faster, my friend.
I
That,
know.
Or you do what I do and drink sparkling waters. Yes, I am bougie as fuck.
So diabetes is a family curse, which even if we don't, even if we're eating healthy, we're like essentially doomed to get it. So it's like I'm just waiting at this point.
You know what's funny? I've actually
And
eaten
you
so
can
much
avoid it.
rice in my life that I might genuinely be in danger of getting diabetes from eating too much rice. This is not something I've made up. I know people in real life that have
Well, yeah,
had-
the starch from rice can do that to you.
You have to
I mean,
worry
that's so
about
upsetting.
carbs, not
Why is rice so
starch.
tasty?
Also, I've only had 3 cookies, dude. I was making a joke about fucking depressing eating these.
Also,
Depressing what?
yeah, at first,
No, I said I'm drowning my stars in Nutella cookies, and I only had 3 of them.
yeah, and I'm not pre-diabetic, and the only reason
Believe
I'm
it or not, these are actually not too bad. They're actually
and
low in carbs, surprisingly.
the only reason my fat ass is like 280, 270 is because I'm 6'2".
Yeah, these are only like 16 grams of carbs, which isn't terrible for a snack at all. The
So-
cereal I bought's like 30,
I
Or
have the
serving
metabolism of like,
which I'd rather
oh,
shoot myself than kill cereal in my diet. So yeah, that's staying.
I think my internet is going out in exactly 1 minute, but on the off chance that it doesn't, I will still be
Dude,
here.
you really need to talk to your parents about being 20 and still having limited internet, because that is the stupidest.
21. Also,
Yeah.
to be fair, it's like kind of it's more about fairness between me and my sister, I think, or something. I don't know.
Oh.
It's really
I
not
guess they
something I
figure
can
they
change.
pay the internet
can't
plan,
even-
they control the. Yeah.
I can't even let them. I can't even convince my dad to take the parental controls off my Switch Lite that I paid half of for. So
Oh, do what now?
the parental controls.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah. So essentially, I bought.
Dude, I bought both of my Switches, and I would die if I had parental controls on.
Yeah, because what ended up happening is I remember I gave this man, I bought this man a copy of
Might be
SMT5,
about to cut off.
and not just SMT5, but the Vengeance version, Deluxe Edition, that had everything on it. And he was legit like happy, so I'm like, yeah, you're welcome.
Wait, who'd you give it to?
Oh, Pitfall, because he's been,
me, of course, I was happy.
yeah,
I had to play it on Ryujinx with like 20 FPS.
Wait, how'd you do that? Via Nintendo Game Sharing?
no, he had to use
On
an
Steam,
It's on
emulator.
bro.
Steam.
Oh.
He bought it on Steam.
Fuck,
or I
these
bought it for him.
You know
on
what it is?
Steam.
These cookies have like really good like cookie part. Like, you know how the fillings usually good with Oreo type cookies? These have like really good like shortbread type thing.
You know what's funny? When I was a kid, I thought that. Actually, never mind that. But so, I just remembered something. I actually was in high school, right? And so
Yeah.
I was on the bus one day, and this guy said, "Have you ever?" He directly asked me, "Have you ever licked a battery?" And I was like, "No, what the heck? That's weird." And he replies by saying, "Wow, the one thing you're supposed to be weird at, you're not weird at. What is the matter with you?"
What?
Like, oh, did you know if you lick a Switch 2 cartridge, speaking of licking things, it'll break your Switch?
No, I don't have a Switch 2. My dad
Oh,
does,
yeah.
though.
Dude, the Switch 2 just sounds like the worst fucking console the more I hear
Are we
about
going down this road again? Seriously,
go!
are we going down it again?
it.
Yeah.
If you start, I will leave this chat, so
no, it's
let me have my opinion, please.
No, here's the thing, dude. At this point, even I'm getting kind of sick of it because I talked about it just as much, and even now I'm like, yeah, at this point, I gotta stop my bitching. At this point, it's because
I'm gonna
everyone's.
shut
I'm
up
tired of
now.
seeing it.
It's not that we don't agree with you. It's just that everyone's been saying the same thing. Like that's what everyone's been saying. Some people are saying they have buyer's remorse. Some say that it's like, oh, they're lying to themselves, saying it's worth it. Then it's a whole thing. Don't worry, you're not alone in this.
Also, guys,
So don't worry.
I
You're not
just
alone.
remembered that today's Friday, so my internet is still being a thing for 57 more minutes.
All
I
right.
get an extra hour today. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hooray!
So don't worry. Like everyone knows your pain. We all.
Oh yeah, I
agree
think it just
sucks.
told you to. I think it just told you to go do that thing where you tell your mom you're leaving so she can go bone the professor. You know.
No. He's supposed to be doing the
Wrong.
catching tutorial.
Yeah,
and he
that's-
went back
that's
to
the
town
wrong game.
because.
This one that's the wrong game, and this one she does Pokestar contests or whatever that thing is.
Dude, they fucked up the contest hardcore in the remakes of Diamond and Pearl.
That is one thing I didn't know about. I did not invest myself in that. that
They
aspect of
changed the underground's awesome though, but they changed the entire. Every other minigame is the same except for the contest. I don't know why they changed them the way they did.
I think it's funny that they made it so you could talk to the same NPC over and over if you exited and re-entered the underground in order to get Spiritomb.
Oh.
Just because they now understand that there are some people who play Pokemon that do not have any friends.
Oh, I don't know they fixed that. Because my worry was I don't have a
Actually-
Nintendo Wi-Fi connection on my Switch anymore, so I was
Well, thing
worried
with
that or
though-
Nintendo Switch Online, not Wi-Fi connection. This is 2000 fucking.
Well, thing with that though, it can't be the same NPC. It has to
Yeah,
be.
you have to talk to two different ones, but as long as you keep bouncing between
So you
them,
can just
it's
talk to like the NPCs that are already down there to get Spiritomb then.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it has to be uniquely named. And then once you reach like whatever the specific number was that was in the original games, once you reach that number with the NPCs, that spawns the.
That's good because I do want to
Yeah,
finally
yeah.
get a damn Spiritomb. I love Spiritomb.
It
I
takes
think
a
it's-
long
Sheena,
damn
you
time.
cannot get a Spiritomb in this run because it's linked to online.
Well, no shit.
Well, or locally, but that doesn't really work here.
Yeah, I was gonna say if one of us can just get into the underground with him, we can just get him a Spiritomb. But unfortunately, unless we were doing something like that connection program, which I don't even think would work.
Okay, this should bring it back some
Oh,
memories.
I
think
love the way
it
they-
has the ability to do it on its own.
Fun fact: when I first got my copy of Platinum, you know how sometimes when you get to buy a pre-owned DS game, it's like a roulette on whether or not someone bought that game beforehand and just has a finished save.
And
of
someone
the
had
entire
save
game.
files, yeah, because it's saved to the card, not the
Yeah.
console.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
I had when I first got my copy of Pearl, I didn't know that Darkrai was an event-only Pokemon, so I just I saw Darkrai was in this dude's save file. I was like, yeah, it's fine. I'll probably get it over the course of the game, and I erased the save file because you can only have one save file.
Oh,
And,
dude, you know what happened to me? So I got Manaphy from an event, right? But then I used an action replay because my brother got one, and it fucked up my save to where I got
Yeah.
stuck.
I think I remember what happened.
Literally
I think, and you know what's
How
stuck.
did that even happen?
And I had to delete that save file with the Manaphy, and I was so upset.
also, I'm pretty sure the guy that
Rip.
owned the copy beforehand maxed out the Pokédex because out of curiosity, I Googled it. And yep, he maxed that bitch out and maxed this out as well. So this man, whoever
He
owned
almost
it,
certainly used an action replay.
yeah, he either
Actually,
likely.
if you were playing,
there
There are only two ways to get Darkrai. Either you lived in Japan or New York, or you use an action replay. Those were the only two
actually,
ways.
there was a third way that was available in certain bug versions of the game. I know, even the original games weren't stable, but you can get to this place that we affectionately refer to as the Void.
Oh,
by
it's that
using-
massive tunnel, right? That leads to nowhere.
Well, it's not a tunnel. It's quite literally a black screen outside of bounds, and then you use it to warp to random areas. It's done by
and you
using
can
your
warp with
bike
Full
in
Moon
fast
Island.
mode. It's done by using your bike in fast mode in a place similar to Jubilife City, for example. And then you just go so fast that the game hasn't loaded the game yet, and then you just wind up outside of bounds, and you can follow certain steps in order to go
Encounter!
in different loading zones.
My
And
brother
then-
found once using the action replay was this fucking void place that looked like the underground, but it was just a tunnel that went on forever.
You might be thinking of not Altering Cave, Wayback Cave or something. I forget what it's called.
Maybe?
It's the one with Garatina in it and Diamond and Pearl.
Also, JP, I named this
And then
Pokemon.
Sheeny-
you could potentially.
I named this Pokemon after you. You're gonna have to figure out the last.
I wasn't
name.
even paying attention. JP Senex. Also, I'm clipping that argument we had about the rivals, by the way. That was funny.
Oh, that's great. Also,
I will argue with you on it there.
look up Senix, what that means.
Hint, it's Latin.
Without
Or
Senex is actually the final boss of Pokemon Snakewood.
Is it actually?
Yes, that's actually his name. The guy who
Or the
summons
For
ball
the
some reason,
Pokemon.
my phone is trying to get me to fucking give General Motors my location, and I'm very confused about it.
But look up Senix in Latin. Look what it means.
Fuck you.
You hit it, you're gonna kill it.
No, it
Ooh,
nerfed.
just
Oh, he didn't
barely.
kill it.
Let's go. Roll for the win.
Throw the
No,
ball,
it
throw the
says
ball,
to catch
throw the ball.
Pokemon in the red sheet, but a lot of the time these early routes you can get away with doing it in the yellow.
You can even get away with doing it in the green at like a 25-ish% chance or something.
Done. Oh, you know what I did with Mewtwo once in the remakes of Fire Red, Leaf Green, the Let's Go games? I got a fucking critical capture my first time on Mewtwo to where everybody else had issues. First time I throw the ball, fucking critical capture with a fucking Ultra Ball.
Too bad it
Were
didn't
you
work
jump
out.
scared when you had to fight Leaf?
What?
Were you jump scared when you had to fight Leaf right after?
When did you fight? I don't remember doing that.
Let's go. After you catch Mewtwo, you encounter Green.
I
Oh,
don't
I keep
remember. I
forgetting
remember
the
catching
name.
Mewtwo with a critical capture, but I don't remember fighting Mewtwo unless I just never did it.
Not Mewtwo, you have to fight Leaf. You know, the female
Yeah, Leaf.
protagonist.
I remember catching Mewtwo, but I don't remember fighting Leaf afterwards. I don't know if she was a secret boss in that.
In the Let's Go games, yeah.
I
And
don't
it's not
remember
really
fighting her,
secret,
though.
like-
That's the weird part.
Like, you catch Mewtwo, and she immediately comes up on you.
Bird, what now?
5 something?
Bird up. A number 6 with extra dip.
Is she just having fun with the symbols at this point?
I think so.
Let him have his fun. We too
I
have been
will.
touched by the system.
Bird 5 hashtag. Oh my god, when this game came out, hashtag wasn't a thing. We just called that shit a pound sign. You Gen Z fucks.
Official
It's a pound
businesses still
sign.
call it
That's not-
pound.
That was
And
before
confused.
we had access to the internet. Or at least I did. That was before I had access to the internet. So that's not a
We're only streaming for like an hour, so you're in our shit cut out by the time we're done.
Ah.
Because I have to get up like at 7 tomorrow to shower, pack my computer, get dressed. I'm gonna pack my computer naked. You know how I'm kidding. not order.
Bro, I will just wake up sometimes and I'll check the time and it'll be 2:11.
Oh,
And then you can't get back to sleep. I fucking do that. I can't stand it.
Honestly, it's fine because I get to be on my computer for even more hours of the day.
Night owls unite. I'm a child.
I love when the music gets faster for the naming thing, as if it gets impatient with you.
Also, look what. Do you know what I just typed?
Not really.
Bird
Nope.
shit.
I don't know if that's a reference
I
to something or
see
what.
what it's supposed to be now.
Bird
I feel like
shit.
an idiot for not noticing sooner.
Oh, yeah, we'll let you type shit in this one.
Yeah, to get creative. with
Bird
this
shit, that's actually not bad. I would have never thought of doing that way. You a-hole.
I stole it
Is
from
it the
you.
dawn begot?
Oh, by the way, you catch different Pokemon at different times of day in this one, so just a heads up.
All right, time to murder this thing.
yeah, but it doesn't lock
that
them
is
out
the
of
best.
any. So,
I'm trying to look for the first route you would reasonably progress to where the Ruby cartridge would matter. but it
Doesn't
looks
find
like
them
a lot
a
of
bad
the early
encounter
ones are
tables
like.
like the remakes do of Diamond and Pearl.
it's what?
What'd you say?
Doesn't Platinum just as bad encounter tables as the remakes of Diamond and Pearl do?
No, Platinum
Uh,
improves it.
So why do the
Should.
remakes regress it?
Because
they're
the
Diamond and Pearl,
maker-
not Platinum.
Of it, Ilka wanted to give a faithful one-to-one remake with some slight improvements and the newer battle system. It was more so about holding true to Diamond and Pearl, not Platinum.
So, looks like I should have picked Sapphire, but if you have Ruby, you can get a C dot at on sometimes in on Route 204.
I'm assuming it's Lotad if it's the other one.
Correct. And if it's Leaf Green, it's a Weedle, and if it's Fire Red, it's a Caterpie, and if it's Emerald, it's a Pineco for some reason.
What? Fortress is really
Yeah.
good though. As you saw in my playthrough, I was using Shuckle as a freaking bomb squad. Oh, that was fun.
I mean,
Did I
to
name
be
it Bomb
fair-
Squad? Or no, I didn't. Wasn't able to name it because I traded it.
To be fair,
It was a gift
um, to be fair, Pineco comes with self-destruct. I want to say at level 1, so it's not easy to catch without risks.
Gosh damn it! Don't give Sheeny a grenade.
An explosion, self-destruct.
Wait, Sheeny, you know the rules with self-destruct and a nuzlocke, right?
Wait,
No,
what?
can't use it because if I use it, the Pokemon's gone.
If you use self-destruct you should only use it in an emergency, and know that if you use it, that Pokemon is considered dead afterwards.
Oh yeah, weird
Right.
Nuzlocke
you-
rules.
Basically, a
Technically
big
just,
red button.
You technically
That
just
says
went in
an
a store,
emergency.
threw your backpack, big boom.
Nice.
Which also means you should probably avoid from ever clicking metronome unless you don't have to, because you can roll self-destruct, explosion, or memento.
Dude, I still
Or,
can't believe
in
I
this
did
game-
that with that fucking Togepi. I'm still mad about this. The entire time I trained it for like an hour, it didn't do it. The one time I go use it on stream, blows itself up.
And I called it.
Dude, that playthrough is so legendary, I can't replicate it.
It's amazing.
That was like my biggest Pokemon failure ever, and I'm like, that's a special place in my heart of failure.
Your Honor, my defense is that I couldn't have rigged it if I tried.
Your Honor, my defense is, fuck this save file.
That and you were an idiot.
Oh, Sheena, you're not gonna want to quick save with this version because this version takes forever to save in places.
Well, save states are unreliable as always. So
Oh
I
yeah,
just
Down
avoid-
Pro was notorious though for having long ass saves. So it's so weird. It's so weird having the remakes run at not only in HD but in a decent frame rate and have quick saving. It's so weird, dude.
I love Ryujinx.
What?
Ryujinx.
Is this a new route or is it
um,
still the same route?
Taken down Switch emulator.
It is a
That
new
is
route.
a new route. But you're not controlling right now.
Don is teaching you how to do a thing that you just already did, and the only game where they made this not do it was in Gen 7, and I'm so glad.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure
You know how
everyone
we
knows how
can
to catch it at this point.
You know what's crazy? In Gen 7,
It started in Gen
there's-
8.
in Gen 7 there is a the first Pokemon you encounter, I think it's on the first route of the game, has a 100% chance of being caught. It's like a hard-coded thing. No matter
Oh,
what
yeah.
the the Pokemon is. So during a
Then after
randomizer,
you come back
encounter a
later,
wild-
it's no longer the case.
yeah,
Get a random
And-
freaking Arceus. Just boom.
yeah, you could guaranteed catch an Arceus in like a repeat ball.
So there was one game where they needed a catching tutorial because it took me like months to figure out how to catch things. And guess what that game is? I'll give you a hint. It's one of my favorites.
I don't know what that means, man.
I don't know what it means. I mention it all the time.
No, you don't.
Starts with a C. And it's on GameCube.
Oh,
Oh,
Coliseum?
Yeah, XD had a catching tutorial, but Coliseum did not. So it took me like 6 months after getting the game to figure out that the snag machine was a thing that I could use, because I'm a fucking idiot. And don't get me started on the stupid Purify machine mechanic from XD. That thing's bullshit.
Fuck.
Because I didn't
I think they
have
said-
any GBA Pokemon games at the time I owned XD. And if you don't have those, you couldn't use the Purify machine, which makes the game infinitely easier.
Oh, hey
The idea of
Tris,
Shadow Pokemon is really cool.
hey little boy, you wanna?
Because the way the
Oh,
Purify
wonderful.
machine works, if you transfer in a Pokemon that's normal from another game that's the same Pokemon, it will purify your Pokemon you caught in XD quicker. But I didn't have any other Pokemon games at the time, so I couldn't do that.
You know what's crazy? Pokemon Uranium's nuclear type is just Pokemon's mainline or Pokemon XD's Shadow type if it was better balanced.
Pokemon Uranium was so good. I'm so mad that my copy's corrupted, and I can't get another one.
Bro,
What?
bro, you need to. Maybe I should DM you with how to get that fan game later.
I don't know how to find another copy, I've looked.
You looked poorly.
I got to like Gen 7 and then my computer broke and the file corrupted. Like the hard drive literally imploded on itself. I was still using
We are still
mechanical one
talking
at the
about
time.
uranium, right?
What?
We are still talking about uranium version, right?
Yeah, Uranium's fucking amazing. Uranium was like the most fun I've had with a 2D Pokemon game in years, and it's kind of sad.
I actually really like Pokemon Reborn. I also really like what was that one?
There was a
Desolation.
Pokemon game called Ethereal Gates that was trying to like essentially redo the way Pokemon's battle system worked, and it had so much promise. But guess what? But Nintendo unfortunately did what Nintendo does best.
The Nintendo Ninjas have struck.
Yep, dude, it looks so gorgeous, and I couldn't get a copy because it was only in beta for like YouTubers, and I'm like, this is sad. I hate this.
Which is why if
Like,
you
I
ever
wanna
make a
play
fan
it.
game, don't let Nintendo know about it.
The first rule of making a fan game: only advertise it on a Discord, and have
Yep.
strict rules for whoever can talk about it.
You know what's funny? I don't think you can actually do this, but I think it would be really funny if someone tried. Just like you agree that like put as the Discord like the entry to get into the server. It's like you agree that if you work for Nintendo, you may not join the server.
Yeah, or like put this is Fight Club rules. This server we do not talk about. We do not talk about this fan game outside this Discord. First rule of this Discord: do not talk about this Discord. Second rule of this Discord: do not talk about this game outside of this Discord. Until
That's like
said
the Fire
otherwise.
Emblem- That's like the Fire Emblem 3DS modding Discord.
Have you guys seen Fight Club?
I have not actually, but I do know what it is.
Please don't make
I
me
know
feel
what the
this older
storyline
than I
is.
am. Oh my god, that movie's so good.
Hey, I remember Back to the Future. All right.
If y'all haven't seen Fight Club, I'm getting a DVD. We're making a day, and we're watching fucking Fight
I
Club.
grew up with The Matrix. That's what I
Okay.
I
grew
will
up with.
avoid it.
Although-
What?
JP,
Is Baby too afraid to watch Rated R movie?
have you heard of a thing called Cheers?
What?
Cheers, the show.
I have not. Is that good?
Oh my god.
You could have caught that Bidoof and you killed it.
Yeah, I was trying to lower it, but
Yeah, even if you don't catch even if you don't like use the Bidoof, it makes prime HM slave material.
Oh yeah. Bidoof is actually kind of really good in Legends Arceus because it gets you
yeah,
don't really need HMs, but it
yeah,
gets a
I couldn't
decent
catch it
fucking
because
moveset.
I couldn't catch it because it belonged to a trainer. What do you think I was killing it for?
Oh, I didn't know, dude. I didn't notice that. I thought it was wild.
What? It
Woe
was a
be on
level
me
5
for thinking
Bidoof.
that
What do
J-
you mean?
Sometimes they
woe
can
be
spawn
on
at
me
level
for
5.
thinking JP knew what
Rare,
he was
but they
talking
can.
about.
What'd you say?
I said, woe be on me. Woe be upon to me for I thought that JP knew what he was talking about.
This is the gotta.
Do I ever know what I'm talking about? That's the question.
Wait, what happened?
Not the cricket's not.
Oh, the cricket.
What'd you
Cricketing's
say?
great though.
What?
Dude, I nearly
What?
lost one of my
Bug.
play. Dude, it carried me through a good chunk of platinum last time I nuzlocked this. Because it has
The best thing you could say about Cricketune is that it is Jagan tier.
no, but it's gonna get a bunch of stat moves that she can use to make things like sleep and paralyze, making catching easier.
That is
What I'm
just not
saying.
true.
It is true.
Okay,
It can
you get
sing.
Grass Whistle and Fury Cutter.
I'm pretty sure this
Cutter's
thing
an
can
okay
sing.
move.
It's a fucking instrument. How does it not get sing?
Look
it's either
up
Sting or
the
Grass
learn
Whistle,
set.
They're both effectively the same move.
Oh my god, if that would have killed the Piplup, that would have been hilarious.
I don't even know how that could have.
Dude, I've had some shit luck with Bide in the past. Same with Magnitude.
You do realize you can just choose not to attack into Bide, right?
Yeah, but look what happened with that damn present. That was still the funniest. Dude, some of the encounters in that Nuzlocke were amazing. The first shiny, I didn't have any Pokeballs. The second shiny, I had Pokeballs. I got it. And then it died like a battle later because I'm an idiot. And then that fucking Delibird was the most amazing thing ever. I need to find that footage and properly edit that whole thing.
Yeah, it first used the present that had the 25% present to heal you, and then it used the present that's the highest power, and then it ran away the turn after.
And you're like, oh, you shouldn't catch this thing. I'm like, I'm gonna catch it. You're like, no, no, no. I'm like, I can live in a box. And then it did all that shit.
Dude.
Name this thing Beaver Fever, please.
This is
No.
the equivalent of playing a modded version of Final Fantasy VI. And then, actually no, just fighting in regular Final Fantasy VI and fighting Dadaluma for the first time, where he reaches half health and uses 3 potions in a row and then casts Safe before you get to make an attack.
I can imagine. Have you played, oh, you should see what some of these fuckers have done to my bosses in D&D before I've even got to make an attack. Specifically, Jonkler and the Bit. Dude, the Jonkler... Fucking the Bit has a giant hole in her chest! What's that? Literally, I had my minion come in to help the main boss, right? And they decided to just Brave Bird her through the door. And of course it does like 3 times her health. So they essentially put a gigantic hole through her chest and kill her immediately on the spot.
If I remember correctly, it went I was hiding behind the door, my character was, and then I was like, okay, if in case Bravebird misses,
whoever had Brave Bird.
Yeah, it was Doc. Doc's Bravebird, or Bravebird was gonna use it, and then I would be by the door in case it hit, like in case it missed. And
Were
I
you
can,
like traps or something?
Like I made my character move to the side of the door in case it missed. And the first thing you say, it's like, all right, what's going on here? Immediately, just Brave Birds through them.
Yeah, you ready the friggin' Brave Bird action, and I wasn't expecting it. I'm like,
then
Jesus
for the joke, I made my character is like, I knew it was gonna hit regardless. After all, she has a hole in her chest. I'm pretty sure she's not gonna move in after that. And I rolled an attack, and I hit her in the face with the skillet.
I'm pretty sure she was already dead at that point. She had a gigantic hole through her chest with like 60 damage to a 20 HP character.
Yeah, but the idea was that if the first attack hits, I would be hit right after, and my character hit at the same time Brave Bird landed. So what ends up happening is that not only did you have a blow to hit a Brave Bird through her chest, like
dude, she was just gonna tase her ass, and then you hit her with a fan or something.
Yeah, I hit her with a pan in the face, and it's like, all right, she's dead.
We have another we have another player slot open, Pit, if you ever want to join, just so you know.
The problem is his time zone.
You're so right, and I gotta work with that.
Also, I named him already. If you ever watched The Bug's Life, you know exactly who I named him after.
I didn't really like that movie. That's one of the few Pixar... I'm not into a lot of Pixar movies, I don't know why.
I can't wait to force you to let me date Sabrina in the game.
She's takes place on another planet, so good luck with that one.
It'd be really
also it takes place on another planet pretty much hundreds of years after the events of Gen 3, so
great, another one.
Oh, I feel like you made that last part up just now.
What last
like the
part?
300 years part.
Oh no, that's actually enshrined in my lore.
Alright, Logan, let me kick your ass.
I wrote that all down.
Over here with that.
Letting in the timeline needs a complete revamping anyway. Because some of it is fucked.
What do I get?
Yeah, you haven't been using your bird, and just for reference, what it evolves into is one of the best Pokemon in the entire series.
If I remember correctly,
power-wise.
I think I remember what it was.
Very highly disagree.
The Fluxraptor's amazing!
It is okay.
Murder whatever's in its way! Yeah, Talonflame outdoes it by a country mile, but...
What are you on?
It is okay. In this game, it is considered OU, I think. It is not one of the best Pokemon in the game.
I'm not saying it's Ubers, but it's still one of the best casual mons you can have.
I personally didn't use it at all in my
It makes every other Pokemon your bitch.
So do I already know this is a grass type of some sort, and
Kenny, just shut up and send it out. Don't listen to our arguing. Just do what you think is best.
If Barry's Staraptor was anything to go by, it it's not that great. But just
'cause it's
really objective from a
Barry.
base stat and move pool perspective.
Barry, he doesn't know what he's doing.
He's dead.
Literally, to beat any AI post Gen 4, at least your rival, is you send out whatever its weakness is.
I was talking about the one on Spear Pillar.
Oh, that one.
I'm trading it out. Fuck
If it was
this.
the one before the Pokemon League, I just one-shot it.
I mean, you could potion it. Which I would for the XP, but okay.
Let me-
If she somehow manages to get through this with just a Empoleon, I will be impressed.
Is it not a grass move this
Do
level?
you- Hey,
I guess not.
JP, do you know about
Yeah.
the Drifloon?
Drifloon.
The
I
Friday
think.
Drifloon?
Yeah, I know
Love
about the
that guy.
Friday Drifloon.
Is one of my
we
favorite
should be
parts
able
of Gen
to-
4.
We're not able to get it though, because when I was messing with this, you have to. When I was messing with the remakes, the way it's coded is you have to still wait a week in real time to get it, and it's bullshit.
Well, the thing is, that's the remix. Also, in the DS version, if you're using a 2DS, you can actually set your time to like 12:59 or 11:59 or 11:58. Then you can launch the game, a lot of like Thursday, launch the game, and then leave the loading screen, wait for it to become 12, and then go into the Valley Windworks, and it'll be there.
Yeah, the freaking remakes, they don't let you time travel, and I don't know why. It's not like it breaks.
It's
It's not
probably
like
to
you're
patch some
cheating.
exploit. I
The
mean,
way
most
Pitfall
people
mentioned is how I got my Drifloon when I was playing through Brilliant Diamond the first time.
Oh wait, you can. That's what I was saying. Like with the remake, you can do it like that. I tried
you
time
just can't
traveling. It
change
didn't
the
work.
System block.
Yeah.
I try not to time travel on my DS because it fucks up Animal Crossing. I said
Brother.
DS Switch.
You are still playing DS Animal Crossing.
I didn't mean DS Animal Crossing. I meant Switch Animal Crossing.
Oh.
We were about to say.
I was
Dude, I
lost
fucking-
because you said DS.
Dude, I
like,
was
where's that?
addicted to Animal Crossing New Horizons when that shit came out. Like, you know what I did in real time? I built a gigantic American flag on the middle of my island. Do you know how much it was a combined effort of me and multiple players, and it came out amazing.
Imagine how I still
My
remember.
favorite
Oh,
DS
dude.
game is Dragon Quest V.
Dude, I remember when
I also played the shit out of Hades. Hades Switch is amazing.
I remember seeing the memes for Animal
Those are my
Crossing.
non-Pokemon favorites.
I
for
remember
Switch,
seeing
at
the
least.
memes for Animal Crossing. It was so good. The one with like it's like Isabelle with Doomslayer, and it was the funniest thing ever. Fun fact, that's canon, by the way, that they're married.
Oh, those were the best, dude. Those were so wholesome in a period that was so shitty, and we needed it. What's your guys' favorite non-Pokemon Switch Nintendo portable game?
Xenoblade 3.
Portable game. It's probably Dragon Quest V, Hand of the Heavenly Bride. It's one of my favorite games of all time,
Dragon
if
Quest-
not my favorite.
Dragon Quest.
My
9.
favorite non-portable DS game is Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2007. That thing's just crack cocaine.
My favorite.
And then my
my favorite's possibly Dragon Quest 9. So I know the Starry Skies, which is amazing.
I have that on cartridge.
Me too.
I,
It's
oh,
great.
also another.
I honestly
another
don't
great
know.
game-
I don't have a GBA game that I hate or like more than others.
Another great portable game is called Bravely Default. I don't know if you've heard of
Which,
it.
if the remaster comes
I've
out on
heard, I'm
regular
trying to think
Switch,
of what
I
my
am
favorite
buying that. I have
GBA
Bravely Default too.
non-Pokemon game is. That's like a hard console to pick a non-favorite Pokemon game for. And I don't want to be cheap and say Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, because I also played a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh! On my GBA.
That's because you binged
Which-
Yu-Gi-Oh the entire time.
Oh
My-
man, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Duel Academy is the shit.
My favorite GBA game is ironically a game I've never beaten. It's called Riviera: The Promised Land.
Oh
You know what's
God,
stupid?
what is
So when
wrong
they-
with you?
What?
Do you realize
Don't
how hard
diss
that bullshit
insert-
is? That game is. That game is.
Oh, I thought you were
bullshit.
must
dissing
be thinking-
Doctor Who of Pokemon. I'd have to kill you.
You must be thinking of a different game. Riviera: The Promised Land is not that hard.
I need
Oh
to
my-
play those like dungeon
Dude,
games that
any
came out for
game made
DS
by
that you like map.
Sting is hard as balls. One of the games got remastered, and I saw a friend of mine stream it. He barely got past the first like two to three chapters in like 4 streams.
What were those games Persona Q Labyrinth was based on? Dissidia?
This guy.
This guy.
Disgaea. I need to play one of those. Apparently, those are really fun.
Oh, they're
Did
really
they ever
fun.
they're
remake
fun
any of
until
those?
you reach the post
Yes, they remade most of
game,
them.
and then they become the longest grind you can ever have.
Also,
I thought
For
was
what?
Etrian
3DS
Odyssey.
or Switch though?
this guy
I thought they would need to set.
Oh, dude, if you want to play this
Weren't
guy,
they specifically made to make use of the DS's second screen?
Here's one thing you need to know about this guy. If you thought you liked numbers, get ready to see a lot of them, and I mean literally
I love numbers.
beyond billions of damage. It's not even funny.
Oh damn! Weren't they literally made to make use of the DS's second screen?
No, I'm pretty sure this guy is like an old series. It was like on PS2, PS1.
Was it? I could have
You might be
sworn
talking
those were
about
made
Etrian Odyssey.
to. Oh, that's what I'm
Because
thinking.
we said Persona Q,
Oh,
which was more Etrian Odyssey in its exploration.
they put. Yeah, you're right. They put Disgaea.
And you had to chart
Yeah,
out
Disgaea
the
is a
map
completely different
manually.
game. I'm talking about the ones where you have to like chart out the map on like the bottom screen.
That's
Oh,
Etrian
yeah,
Odyssey.
Etrian
And that's
Odyssey is Atlas's
Yeah,
own
isn't that what
title.
Persona Q Labyrinth's based on?
Kinda?
No, I never played that one.
To an extent.
Dude, I want Persona
Sure,
Q
let's see.
and Q2 to get remastered and Persona 4 to get remastered. Dude, those games don't deserve to rot on the 3DS, man.
Persona 4 is getting a remake, dude.
I mean, SMT4.
Okay, they ported some of the Etrian games to Windows. Nice.
I
You know
meant-
what? I really want to have like another remake, or a remake. Shin Megami Tensei 1.
Dude, that game desperately
Yeah.
needs
You know,
one,
we're
man.
gonna. Dude, my cable company's probably like, he needs to stop pirating stuff from Vim's Lair. And I don't give a shit because I'm getting what I want before the shit goes down again. Because if it goes
Dude,
down
it's
again.
already been struck. So it's copy struck so many times. I think everybody who's having their fills probably had theirs by now.
Wait, who's this copy?
I mean, I always make the mistake of not grabbing it. See, it's hard for me to just grab everything that I want because I'll just be randomly like, I want to randomly play this. You know what I mean? I'll just go grab the ROM.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I. Dude, I discovered Vim's Lair when I was in 7th grade.
I didn't discover it until recently when I was looking certain stuff up. Do they have 3DS stuff now? They do. They still
do.
don't have 3DS stuff though on Vims, which is annoying.
I don't think that's. I don't think that's safe yet.
Because
I'm pretty sure
3DS
for
stuff
20
is still
years.
recent.
I mean, I know where to
Yeah.
find 3DS stuff. Some brave asshole dumped every fucking 3DS game on a Reddit file.
You know what's funny? Someone dumped it into all of them into an Internet Archive file, and then like it was available for years, and then now it's like locked. I don't know if it's actually like prevented from downloading or if you need to be logged in to download it, but you know.
Wait,
it's
what'd
one
you
of the
say
apps,
happened?
So, it got locked.
What got-
the items?
What got locked?
The 3DS ROMs on Internet Archive. Not all of them.
Well, I
Just,
found
like,
another place to find them, so it doesn't really matter. Ah, dude,
Yes,
Pokemon
I
Conquest.
choose-
Pokemon Conquest is probably my favorite like strategy game on DS. Period.
Yeah.
My favorite strategy game on DS is Mega 10 Devil Survivor. Not even close.
Fun fact: he streamed that game, and then he never streamed it again.
It's because I kind of forgot its existence.
I can whip up a modded version for you because we have literally like this year we have figured out how to mod that.
What
game.
I would like to see you do is whip up the hardest version of Pokemon Conquest possible.
I
Give it to
don't have
JP.
the
Give it to
technology-
JP. Give it to JP. Watch him suffer. Watch
I
him
don't
suffer.
have the
Like, I mean,
technology
throw the
technology.
goddamn book at me.
Do it,
That
dude.
game could be really easy
No.
in points.
Not just the book. Throw
I
the sink at him.
Throw
Wait,
the
what game are we
I-
talking about?
Conquest. Throw the house at him.
if I
Pokemon
knew how to-
Conquest? Yeah,
If I knew how to hack Pokemon Conquest, I would absolutely do that.
I mean,
But
it has a
don't even know
pretty decently difficult, like, New Game Plus mode where you take some, like, evolutions and stuff from the full game. It's actually decently difficult. Like, I haven't beat... There's hundreds of hours of New Game Plus content in that game. It's crazy how fucking massive Pokemon Conquest is and the fact they fit it on one cartridge.
The fact they never
The
remastered
first
it
thing
is
I
the
would
weird part.
probably have done is just like make it so a bunch of Pokemon just don't evolve.
That would be absolutely nasty because you need certain monsters to evolve. Like, in order to beat Nobunaga, so there's one after game where you have to beat Nobunaga with the water type Shogun, and oh my god, if I didn't I still haven't beaten it yet, because even with a fully evolved Samurott, it's fucking hard as dicks, dude. I'm like, oh my god. Because his fucking Hydreigon hits like a truck.
Can't wait for the Shadow Hydreigon with the strongest Shadow move in the game, and also a choice item.
So what happened was, the game came out like right before the game had Pokemon in it to preview Gen 5, so it has a few Gen 5 Pokemon in it. And then Gen 5 came out like right after it. And then we never got another one because it was a one-time collaboration, even though the game is like a fucking cult classic by fans and would probably sell really well if they made another one.
You know they won't.
But
People would
Pokemon
say
wants that
similar things
mobile
about
money, and it's
Mystery
unfortunate.
Dungeon.
Which you
What?
haven't mentioned.
People would say similar things about Mystery Dungeon.
Well, you know what the problem is? Pokemon keeps making mobile spin-offs, and they keep making more money than hard spin-offs ever have. So essentially, it's killed the spin-off, and it's upsetting.
All right,
I just
JP,
remember that
look at that! I
video
just won
episode.
bingo from how many times you mentioned Dragon Ball. I mean, not Dragon Ball. Pokemon Mobile Division getting more money than the rest of the division. I got bingo now. Amazing.
Wait, what the fuck? You've been keeping a bingo board?
Yes, because you mentioned it so many
What?
times.
Since when?
Because I.
Show me this goddamn bingo board right now, you motherfucker.
Share
Have
in
you
the chat.
actually been keeping a damn bingo board?
No, I didn't. I had a mental bingo. Here's the thing, because every time you bitch about something, I have a bingo board in my mind, like seeing like, okay, let's see what he's gonna.
If it's not a physical bingo board, it doesn't count, asshole.
Like he
No
actually
demons,
got
remember?
genuinely
Cut these,
mad from that.
Hey, at this point, I have a free space for every time you mention SMT, douchebag.
What the fuck?
You know what's funny? Speaking of SMT,
This is so stupid, this conversation.
did we tell him about the Satan fight from Digital Devil Saga 2?
No,
I've heard it's a fucking mess.
No, because here's the thing. Every time you mention something involving a hack, I always say no most of the time because I know
No,
that's a
Digital
bullshit
Devil
fault.
Saga 2 is a real game. The Satan boss fight was real. That was not modified in the slightest.
So actual
That was
just
a real game.
so the devs
was
just
a
thought it would
real
be funny. The devs just thought it would be funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Did Sheeny go to the, did Sheeny do the Poketch campaign yet? I see he has not.
Nope.
But yeah,
There's
I'm
multiple events in
but
this
yeah,
city you
to
have to do
explain
before
more
you can
about
go
this
out and...
little
bit.
bingo board in my head. I have a thing called JP's bitching bingo board in my head, where I play bingo when he bitches about, and he gave me bingo because he bitched about Pokemon for like the longest time with the mobile division, bitched about the Switch 2, bitched about like microtransactions, which he's done multiple times. Bitched about Nami being a horrible character after One Piece, even though he didn't really, continue the rest of the series because he's an idiot.
I didn't bitch about that in this stream, so what are you talking about?
No, this is what I've for the entire time I've met you, dude.
I never said Nami was a horrible character. I said
after
fucking Alabasta.
Exactly. You bitched about her post after the arcs that you didn't read, by the way, and also I think I got bingo from the current thing you just said, as well. So yeah, I got.
Would you shut up and just get your smartwatch?
Like I said, I have a mental
What was the
bingo.
first-
I have a mental bingo board for every time you
talk to
bitch about
those
something.
kids next to the blue room, or in the blue room. You should talk to those kids.
Oh my god, that was so.
They're gonna
funny.
want to fight you.
Bro, that
Why
was.
would you say that? I'm
Yeah.
scared.
Oh wait, you wanted to get him surprise jumped?
Yes. They're not even smart Pokemon. Probably when they're gonna lose a Pokemon. but it's
No,
still funny.
I'm pretty sure this is something I remembered as well from my old playthrough on my DS, so I kind of already had vague memories of this part. I just remember getting
I
jumped
like
in
that
school.
in BDSP. I like that in BDSP they give you the TM for hidden power as a reward for those.
Oh, they
kids.
do? I didn't
Yeah.
get that. What the fuck?
Either way, oh my god, that was.
I did talk to them.
Oh, that was so funny. I have a bingo.
I
board.
don't know what to say to that, man. I'm like, what?
Because you bitch about a lot of stuff, and at this point, my head was like, okay, I'm gonna make this a game for every time he bitches about something.
Why is the Gen Z bullying in this chat like trifold today? Like, come on.
Because you see, we got bullied in school, and so now we have to take it out on somebody older than
Oh,
us.
you see, I got lucky. I never got bullied. Thank God.
You set us up so perfectly.
Assholes, at least I can write in script.
Which is a dead
Right, what
language
now?
that no longer is viable nowadays. For example, like the
It should be
kanji
telling
on
you
your
can
arm.
write in Braille. Like, it's not relevant.
Bitch, I can write nonsense.
Yeah, along with the
You really
kanji.
oh, Pitfall, you really need to join one of our Kato Shoujo streams, speaking of Braille, because they're great.
Oh, do we make a lot of
Oh,
money.
Literally, the
right.
only reason I know that Braille is even a thing is because of that stupid Reggie puzzle in Gen 3.
That they somehow expected people to be able to figure out.
You know what the messed up part about it is? It's Braille, but it's on a screen, so you can't feel it. So you can't. So anybody who would normally be able to read the language just can't.
You know
Unless
what
they
I
look
was-
it up.
You know what I've been thinking with that? They probably had somebody on the team at the time who was like training in like Braille to be like a teacher or something. And they're probably like, why don't we do a thing with this? Or something.
You're not a true gamer until you've beaten Shin Megami Tensei If's 4th Nomos.
Fuck off with that. No.
Dude, you're not a true PC gamer until you murdered your first sim in an unimaginable way.
You know what's funny is I borrowed my cousin's copy of Sims 4 once and I managed to murder him somehow. Like, because I think I got bored once and I'm like, you know what? My cousin's not here. I'm gonna just borrow her. I'm just gonna play her copy of Sims 4. I'll just make a new world and everything. She comes in and it's like, what are you doing? I'm just drowning a sim. And she's like, what?
The funniest thing that ever happened to me recently playing Sims was I had a pregnant sim, right? And they went to make themselves food because they were hungry. And they were like maybe like 2 minutes away from giving birth, and I didn't know this. And they went into labor while they're making themselves food, and because they did that, the entire kitchen set on fire. And everyone's just panicking because she's giving birth, the kitchen's on fire. We managed to put out the fire, she has the baby in the middle of the flames. Somehow nobody dies, and I just named the baby like Sidna or something, or Cinder.
Of course
Bro,
you name it
that
Cinder.
child was Lucifer.
Dude, the baby that almost set on my sit. Well, you know what it was? I was using the elevator DLC from Sim City, or the Sim City expansion, where you get like elevators and shit. And it does not work properly because EA loves their bugs. So none of them
I know
thought
you-
to like. So when they called 911, they just couldn't get down there, so they had to put it out themselves.
Gee, I know you did not just register the town map.
What? What?
I will tell you this right now. You're gonna get like a town map that goes in your bottom screen soon. That's
Oh.
what everyone uses. At about like your 4th gym badge or something.
That's
It also
not
shows
true.
roaming Pokemon, and it's useful as fuck.
Yes, roaming Pokemon. Very, very fun game mechanic.
That they don't use anymore for I wonder why they don't use that anymore.
They brought it back for
No.
the remakes, though.
Did she get jumped by
Yeah,
the
no,
toddlers
they
yet?
No.
Or I guess the 6-year-olds in this one. I'm thinking of fucking Gen 5. Oh, we didn't battle
You're
them.
just gonna ignore them? They have Abras.
No, I know what those are. You can't trick me. I know what Abras are. Shut up.
You're way
Oh,
stronger, and they won't
teleport!
kill you.
I think.
No, those Abros have been given like TMs and shit.
Look, guys, our attempts
No,
to get
only
Shinigami
DSP
killed will
they
fail
have
multiple
TMs.
times, so we shouldn't even try.
Fair enough.
I think it's just
You
my.
could always.
Are you
it's always better
salty
than
that you
not
lost
be-
your own Nuzlocke recently? And then your most
As
recent
is-
one ended up in failure multiple
I mean,
times.
I'm gonna reboot the entire lock.
think-
I'm
here's the
gonna
thing.
reboot the entire lock once I
Here's
get
the
back from
thing.
vacation.
The reason I probably am so far not dead yet is because
I'm just gonna re-randomize it again.
I think the reason I'm not dead yet, at least for now, is because I'm thinking with my SMT brain. So my brain's just like
You're over-rubbling the shit out of your Piplup. That's why you're not dead. Piplup's a
Exactly.
very good tank. You can't go that way
And
yet.
because of that, it's gonna be a very bad team.
Oh, that building will be permanently unusable to you because Wi-Fi doesn't work on an emulator.
Yeah. Well, I got some. Oh, were these the kids you were talking about?
No, they're inside the school.
No.
I still love the whole thing where they play their Game Boy inside the game and they're playing the same game you're playing. It's always been like
Yeah,
one of
and
my
they
favorite
and
Easter eggs.
they talk like they were like, I traded my thing for this.
This is how this game works. Also, don't forget to talk to everybody in the apartment buildings. They have items.
I also love that there will just be NPCs that'll tell, like in RPGs, that just tell you like about the games. They just break the fourth wall with by telling you how to do things by pressing.
Well, they gotta teach the players somehow.
Oh, kids' games are
Yeah,
always
but-
notorious for that. Like, I always loved in old video game tutorials where they're like, do this thing, that's the real life thing, by pressing the X button. I always loved that.
I like when there's a sign that tells you to press start to open the menu and then press save to save your progress. Like, is the fact that there's a sign that tells people to save their progress implies that the NPCs can also save their progress.
Oh, yeah. I always like to think that the NPCs, like in old children's games, just had controllers or something. Because they're like, press A to jump. One of my favorite SAO bridge gags was the bad tutorial. It's like, press A to jump, jump. Yeah, it's a really bad tutorial.
Also, fun fact.
What funny shit?
Metal Gear also does that as well, and it's such a because Metal Gear is such a serious game, but they always do that shit even in the new game somewhat.
It was a very common PS2 thing like this before. I prefer that though to new games that just pop up a fucking wall of text telling you how to do things. I hate that.
They just so basically a lot of Falcom RPGs where it's like, oh, you want to know this thing? Okay, read 3 paragraphs of text.
Here's a gigantic wall of text.
No,
explaining this
seriously,
thing
that's what Falcom
with no,
games
like,
do.
preview
Like,
on how to do it.
most of the Falcom games I own do that. Like, for some weird reason, if it's like a tutorial, it'll just stop the game, bring out a giant fucking poster, and it's like, here's how to play the game, dumbass. And then it's just paragraphs.
Dude,
and
so many games do that now. I'm glad to see you don't like it either. Fucking annoying.
It's
like,
annoying as fuck.
you couldn't just have a character tell me that voiced.
Like, where it's like,
It's
dude,
like-
just dump me in a battle, have a text box saying, here's how to attack and dodge. And that's it. Don't tell me shit until after the fight.
Here's a six paragraph thing telling you how to press the A button.
Versus the Chad Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, where if you play on hard mode, you could potentially die in the tutorial.
Does it not even give you a tutorial?
No, it just, oh, dude,
No.
SMT3 on hard is,
Really?
it's why I don't want to touch SMT3 on hard mode, man. Because I know if I play that, dude, I
Bro,
would
you can-
rage.
Dude, I was playing a mod of SMT Nocturne that adds an additional enemy press turn. Bro, that Preda was a menace to society.
That's because it's...
If I ever made like a
That's because
creature
you have a
catching game,
weird-
which I don't even
dude,
know if I
Pitfall.
can now, since Nintendo's like
The reason-
against anyone making one in the genre now, they're doing the whole fucking Yandere simulator bullshit.
Pit.
I would have it so like when it teaches you how to, when you catch a creature, if you've already caught a creature for the first time, like in Gen 7, it will not try to teach you again.
Also, Pit.
What'd you
Also,
say,
you have
Steve?
a weird masochism with trying to play games on harder, like, how do I say this? You play games that are already hard to begin with and then make it harder with mods. I don't know if you have some sort of weird masochism or it's just something else.
Oh, you have to find all the clowns. They're,
I know.
they're like
It's so
everywhere.
it's
where
so
you
I
can
can
go.
justify using a bunch of OP mods or breaking the game with my knowledge.
You also
of the
have 3 catches, by the way. You can catch something to the east, west, and north of you.
Fun fact: there is a mod that for Nocturne HD that allows specifically the Demi Fiend to learn Beast Eye and Dragon Eye.
What is
However, they cost ridiculous amounts of MP. And also Dragon Eye can only be used when you're alone, like when you're by yourself.
Oh
without
my
any demons in the
God.
field.
So, how are you enjoying your first Nuzlocke? Because you haven't died yet.
I'm not gonna jinx it.
Nothing's died yet.
I'm not jinxing it.
I would before you leave Jubilife to where you're supposed to be going, I would highly recommend grinding somewhere.
Oh yeah, his team's low leveled as fuck.
You're about to have to fight a rival with a level 9. What did he pick? He picked. Oh yeah. he's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
have
right. You go to the
Turfwing.
east, right? You fight a fucking.
Yeah.
He picked a Piplup.
It's almost been 2 hours, and this man said he had only an hour to do this with. Almost been 2 hours.
Yeah, I can stay up a bit longer.
Most of it has just been y'all talking, so.
And me and us making fun of this man.
I
for
mean, that's
being
most of our streams.
For And we also, most of it just making fun of this man for pushing 30, and a bit of it just talking about how I made a mental bingo board of him bitching. That's
I'm just not gonna bitch anymore. I'm just gonna leave you to it.
I press X to doubt.
Because you always have something to bitch about, dude.
I'm an adult. I have opinions on the world.
Yeah,
Too many of them.
Yeah, you worked in retail for 10 years. You have a lot of stories to bitch about.
Retailing is how retailing. Bitching is how we survived in retail. It's just what we did.
I know, and that's
I
exactly.
still
Really blend
bitch
into your
with people
normal
that I
life.
talk to in retail.
Because here's the thing. At first, I'm like, okay, like, for example, every now and then we were talking about Mortal Kombat, and the first thing you say, yeah, you know what I hate about Mortal Kombat is that they added so much microtransactions. They had to make you pay for the brutalities every single time we talk about Mortal Kombat.
Kawa Shoujo, they removed the ecchi scenes. I want my anal, damn it!
Yeah, I finally got
Right
you to
now.
do it. I finally got you to do it.
I only spent $0 for this game. I expect quality.
JP,
Yeah.
I'm looking inside of this Fire Emblem ROM hack right now, and there's an item called the Devil Longbow.
What the fuck
Really?
is that?
Yes, it's 14 might and 100 hit.
What?
Oh my
the
god, what ROM hack is it for?
Well, it's for Fire Emblem. It's a hack of Fire Emblem 8, the Sacred Stones, but it is a devil effect, so it has to be
You
good,
mean-
you know.
Was
I
Fire
s-
Emblem 9 called Find Her Sacred Stones?
8, the Sacred Stones. 9
Oh yeah, it was
Path
the
of Breaking.
GBA one, right?
Yeah, it's a GBA one. 8.
I like the GBA one.
All
It's
right.
kind of a fucking
There's 3 GBA ones.
brick with
one
no
of which never
personality,
came out.
but you know.
All right, buddy, calm yourself down. Calm yourself down.
Fine. Sheeny, how the fuck did you get a syntax error on a fucking poke edge? I don't think I've ever
Divided
managed to do
zero
that.
by
What the
zero.
hell? What?
You went 0. Divide by 0.
Sheeny,
I'm
I
surprised
don't
you
think
didn't
I've
just say
ever gotten a
undefined.
syntax error. I didn't even know you could get a freaking syntax error in this game. What? What?
I actually
Wait.
tried that.
Wait. I had to try this in the remake and see if it still gives you a syntax error. The fuck? Hang on.
It should. That's how a calculator works.
Hold
You know
on.
what's funny? That reminds me. I remember hearing this Reddit story.
Switch
Some
it
guy
the
was
fuck up
teaching
and
their
start
kid.
software.
Their kid
Hang
went to
on.
school, and they said, and they told their kid went to school and learned, quote unquote, that 1 divided by 0 is 0. And he replied by saying, "No, that's not true." And so he emailed the teacher, and the teacher said no. And
What?
the teacher doubled down. And then he was like, "Oh crap! What? Well, okay. Well," and then he emailed the principal of the school, and the principal of the school backed the
God.
teacher up, and he's like, "What do I do now, Reddit guys?"
Oh, that was
Jesus
so funny. I
Christ.
like how the moment,
I have
like,
no idea how that ended.
I like how you guys were just chilling, just
That was
talking.
awesome.
All of a sudden, you look back and you just say, "Okay, calm down, dude."
Me calming down is
Also
the equivalent
Fortnite.
to being a normal person, which isn't gonna happen. Oh my god, it's so weird looking at the poke etch in HD compared to what's on my screen right now.
Yeah, it's very.
Oh my
Oh, the
god!
poke etch is actually darker in the remake. I didn't notice that.
No, that's because I'm clicking on it. If
There's
you tap
also
it, it gets brighter.
in this hack, there's also a killer spear.
Jesus.
Get the. I still find it funny how you were appalled by the JP's mental bitching mental bingo I was doing. I'm never getting over that. It's so good.
They did it! They made a devil brave axe. That's messed up.
My sister gave me a marshmallow popcorn.
Oh, yeah, you did get a syntax error in the remake. The same exact syntax error, because I think they copied the exact code of the poke etch.
There.
So they just did this.
No, it is the same exact syntax error. I had to double check that. I never have done that with that fucking calculator. I didn't even know it did that.
Why is it that?
Alright,
like, why is
anyhow.
Here's the thing, though. Why is it that every time I play a game that you three like, for example, either Femblem or this game, I always do something that appalls one of you?
Cause you're
Because
magic.
your brain goes autopilot.
Anyway,
Like, for example, you, like, Pearl and Pitfall, you both guys got on my ass in Femblem over with Hilda and everyone
Yeah,
else.
we
I
tore
found that
into
clip, by
you.
the way.
Gee,
I can tell you
I
where
don't
to
know
find it.
what it is
grinding.
you did.
You should really go do that with your bird before you get absolutely murdered by a turtwig.
Yeah, where do I go again?
Yeah, you are actually going to get ass blasted.
Just anywhere you can like just fight wild Pokemon to the south.
Literally, the route below you works just fine. Or if you want to cheat in rare candies, that's fine too.
Oh, I need a
No. I did the shit legitly. He's not cheating.
Oh, okay.
No.
Alright, my bad, man.
Okay.
JP, I would like for you to take a look at a clock.
At what now?
A clock. You said
Why?
you had to get up at like 7,
Yes, I can see the clock.
and it's almost like 2 in the morning.
I'll just wait till she's done streaming and I'll go to bed.
Probably do this one fight.
Knowing you, you'll likely stay up through that entire time.
My internet will cut out any minute now, so.
She's gonna have to kill the stream like probably after this fight.
Okay, never mind. Put his mask back. Okay. Offie, go deal with him.
You now know how switch training works.
Well, if you learn what switch training is,
Is it just like getting...
what you want to do for switch training is put the weaker Pokemon in front, and then switch to the thing you want to kill that Pokemon with.
Oh, so they can share the XP?
Yeah.
Nice.
Just don't do it with a psychic type because dark types in this gen are notorious for having pursuit.
Dude, they have
And that will
pursuit in the
fucking
first
kill
game.
you.
It's kind of crazy.
What?
They have pursuit. Rock has pursuit on his whatever. His
Oh yeah, I know he does. His fucking pursuit is used so much in Gen 7. It's amazing because there's so many. Gen 7 they introduce a assload of new dark types.
Was based.
I think Gen 7 had like a really cool amount of really cool Pokemon introduced.
What's funny is that I'm an action game dude. I mostly play action games. For some reason, when I play like strategy or turn-based games, I say the most scuffed stuff.
I think
Probably
Gen
'cause
5
your brain earns VN mode.
only 5 XP. Gen 5 was or Gen 6 was quality over quantity, and then this gen was I think this Gen 2 was like quality over quantity, wasn't it? Or Gen 4 introduced the most, right? Or am I thinking of 5?
Five.
Introduced them most.
Yeah,
because
5
you had
completely
to-
reset the Pokedex, which, God, we need another Dex reset.
No, we don't. Not yet.
Yes, we do.
Give
It
it
should
another
happen
2
every 5 gens.
I forgot about this. Super Saiyan Geb.
Oh my god.
Is that a Smite thing?
No, it's just a character in this ROM hack.
Yeah, I think another Dex reset should be done because I like playing with all new Pokemon every gen. That's just me though. Oh, that's such a cute Piplup that'll probably get murdered later. I love how she has 2 things that will eat the other thing. 2 birds.
Last I checked, penguins don't eat bugs.
They ate fish.
They could. They're birds.
They only...
Oh wait, there's no bugs in the Arctic. Duh.
No shit, Sherlock.
Alright, speaking of, what is the biggest desert in the world?
Rubal Kali Desert.
I have no idea.
No, not Rubal Kali.
No.
Fuck, where was it?
It's definitely not the Sahara.
I kind of just mentioned it.
Arctic.
Wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, it's Antarctica. So, I always found a desert, you have to have sand. No, turns out if it's just a wasteland, it identifies as a desert.
Huh.
You can also get sunburn in Antarctica, and I only know that thanks to the great old anime that is placed further in the universe.
Can I
Great
get
show,
a
by the
Pokemon
way.
from here, or do I
I
already
let my
get...
teenage girls watch that
Can
if
I
I
get
ever have a
Pokemon
teenage
here, or
girl.
did I already
What?
get the route? Fuck.
You already got it.
There's still opportunities to get Shinx, though, I'm pretty sure.
Well, let me weaken it first.
Which, just so you know, Shinx's moveset is fucked up until the remakes, so yeah. Or do they fix it in Platinum where he can learn, like,
Oh, don't kill. Don't
Vault
kill,
Tackle,
don't
or
kill,
not
don't
Vault
kill.
Tackle charge earlier?
Well, I mean, you can get it eventually. So I think Wild Charge is a little too strong to give early.
Not Wild
I mean,
Charge,
I
they
think
fixed
it was
it.
appropriately rated.
They fixed it in this one to where it gets, like, the basic, like, electric, like, physical move, Spark, at earlier levels. They fixed it in the remakes. Because he always got it really late in you already killed this route.
Oh, I can't do it anymore? Oh, okay. I thought someone said it was good.
Sorry, no
I
luck
said you had
for
already
you right
done it.
now, sir.
Okay, I'm an idiot.
Luxray is the most badass thing on 4 legs, but, you know.
I've seen better stuff than that, but
Luxray Sphinx Cat, what do you mean?
I'm not arguing that it
Not
looks
even a
cool.
single
I'm
person.
arguing that I've seen better.
So I only got 2 cat Pokemon introduced in 1 gen, both Shinx and Luxray.
Considering that this man...
Does
needs to
anyone
go to-
think Pyroar got overlooked?
No, because it
Pyro
got
was
hated on.
basic.
Pyroar got hella overlooked. It was also Lysander's ace, I believe, wasn't it?
Nope. Lysander's ace was a freaking Mega Gyarados.
Dude, I don't remember. I would remember that. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Yeah, so I gotta hit the hey. If you want to find my shit, it's Japan Lumber 79 on YouTube and all the likes on all the works and all the stuffs.
Yeah, all right, we're gonna hit it. For those that are new, I really appreciate you subscribing. If
All
you are
right.
new on the stream,
Night,
really enjoyed
mates.
it. And for those watching after the stream, I really appreciate you subscribing. If you are new, like the stream, you enjoyed it, and call this man a shitter for being so old. And
Literally 56% of the stream is you guys just bullying me about being 29. You'll get there one day, sirs.
yeah, but at least
And we'll still be able to bully you for being older.
Yeah, we can bully you for being middle aged.
I don't know. That's if I'm still friends with you guys by then. Times change.
Well, I mean, sometimes you get. You probably
Well, you see, if you quit being friends with us, that's the easy way out. And then we still get to make fun of you afterwards.
yeah, you just won't be there.
Yeah, you could.
You just won't be there for to hear it.
I'm only fucking with you. I probably wouldn't. Anyway, bye. I gotta go to bed. I have to go traveling cross state
Alright,
tomorrow.
yeah.
Shoot me now.
Peace. I'll be
See
ROM
ya.
hacking for the rest of the night.
So, yeah.
I'll attempt to get my computer cross state without breaking it again.